This channel does not promote any violent, harmful, or illegal activities. All content provided by this channel is meant for an educational purpose only.
Samrita Sinha. Yes, it is written in the important paragraph.
One paragraph is not complete, madam. Please read page 37, last line.
Last line.
Sir, I'm looking at the screen because I need that. That is why.
The petition contains that till late 2023.
Yes.
That's the line.
Yes. So for that I have given you the copy. Not very legible, but
this is part of the
yes
application.
The contract is yet to be over.
Yes.
There are disputed questions of fact involved therein. As the petitioner is challenging the candidature of the private respondent, according to the open for the petitioner to initiate appropriate proceedings in accordance with law for redressal of his grievances is to advise.
What that you have done that?
Therefore, that the record is, according to the petitioner, the contract was not over.
That is your submission recording. No decision, final decision on that. Whether the contract is completed or not.
The evidence was adduced, therefrom it will appear that the contract was subsisted.
Show me the evidence which was adduced. No, evidence is this. Mr. Bhattacharya, it was, please look at the order. This was only considered. Mr. Rai, show me that portion.
That your lordship will find.
The evidence
Page 12. Page 9 or page 9 first. Page 9, first 3 lines.
Mr. Bhattacharya, if you kindly come to internal page 12 of the impugned order.
Yes.
Here the dispute is with regard to whether the contract was subsisting or not.
Yes.
Please come to page 12.
Considering the evidence, documentary evidence record, and in view of the citations referred before this court by the advocate, it is crystal clear before this court that it is purpose ransom of Nasib construction got work order number such and such, and that the safe work has not yet been completed, also has not yet been terminated.
Yes. So this is the one. Exhibit 15. The learned judge has quoted, yes, relied upon and gave his findings on that. What is the effect of that?
Exhibit 1, the reply given by the executive assistant to the question of petitioner.
You can skip the next 2 paragraphs. Kindly come to the 3rd paragraph after that.
Point number 5 reads, the payment date of Nasib construction respect of financial year 2019. The date settlement, financial year 2021, 2021.
So these are with regard to payments. Next.
That will also lead you to conclude that the fiscal relationship was continued.
Now, Mr. Bhattacharya, let us take a hypothetical case. Let us assume that the contract was completed, in a hypothetical, not in your case, was completed before the date of nomination, but payments were made in terms which may be after the issuance of the.
And also his depart, because
is the contract, Mr. Bhattacharya, is the contract continuing? Your right to get the amount under the contract is one thing, but the contract, does it mean that if unless the amounts are paid, contract will remain as forever? Because the limitation, Mr. Bhattacharya, will set in, even for the payments also.
Except that the payment was due on the date of termination of contract, either completion or otherwise. But the issue is to be considered whether the fiscal relationship was continuing.
Fiscal?
Yes. Now, I am a candidate. I have dues with the particular panchayat in Andhra. I will, the election matter, these are the questions of moral issue. It is not mere technicality of not having contract and the impact. The impact is whether you have any financial relationship with the particular panchayat. You being a candidate, if you want, and you get the advantage of financial relationship, that would be considered. If I will fix a date for a year, I have not yet gone through all the papers, I am satisfied not.
But the election, if the election is declared, then
that will be limbo.
Yes, yes.
Yes, it is rejected. Yes.
No,
entire election has been cancelled.
No. entire election has been cancelled. Now, for that purpose, they have to issue fresh notification.
Yes, now there is no representation.
Cannot be done.
So this has been cancelled by virtue of this order.
Right, so
So if he succeeds, Mr. Bhattacharya, what will happen?
no, I follow. My lord, till then, no, there is no question of the holding election. I don't mind.
That can be done and can post it up after paying.
So for the opposition, because there is no representation. People, it is the representation of the people.
Mr. Rai, please show me where is the with regard to the holding of the election.
Yes, my lord, your lordship. Notification.
Election commission.
No, your lordship.
Necessary direction being passed in regard to the
It is also declared, my lord, ordering portion.
yes.
The president such as allows ex party against the opposition number 1 to 6 as well. This is ever declared. OP number 6 is qualified to nominate. It is also declared the election is such as OP number 3 is directed to maintain and preserve the footage of instrument in recording, piece of evidence. To OP extend by order permitting from declaring the result dated such and such as valid.
So,
This is a district
from
project.
declaring the election as valid.
No, kindly see page, last but one page, my lord. It says it is also declared that the election in respect of the Panchayat Samiti of the constituency is void.
Void.
The election
Yes.
has been declared to be void.
Yes.
So natural consequence would be, my lord.
This is the holding of election. And my
There would be other person.
Yes, madam. What is your instruction?
No notification has been published by the election
Are you
commission.
contemplating to publish any notification?
No, not as now.
So
Because
don't publish without the leave of the court.
yes.
what my lord, I am praying we will stay of the operation because only one thing, where is the representation? Where yes, my lord, that can be permissible. Subject to question, my lord, with due respect to my answer friend. At interim stage, my lord, if it appears, my lord, where is the representation of the people? It is not a personal, it is the representation of the people in democracy.
Shall be void.
Under the Panchayat Act,
Mr. Bhattacharya, only one thing. Now, who will run the? It's a Panchayat Samiti.
yes,
The entire election is being declared as void.
this constituency, it's a constituency.
They requested the authority as a law. Such situation we will up to the running of the Panchayat. And my lord is passing an interim order because of vacation is interfering. Let there be no fresh election, but he cannot function.
If the fire is satisfy your lordship,
The person that is found to be illegally elected.
Now, Mr. Rai, only one thing. If that is allowed, then it would amount to allowing the civil division.
that is why whether this such a case.
So, let no election be held.
Today, my lord, if a lordship, what is my status as of this day?
That election has been declared as void.
Today, if today no confidence motion is called, whether I am debarred,
Not only this person, the other persons also get affected, my lord.
that thing will be administration will be collapsed.
Administration, because other persons are not involved. Their nomination has also been.
Today,
How can this line
Because how the entire election can be cancelled, Mr. Bhattacharya?
can
Can be one person may not be eligible.
It's not entire election.
Yes.
yes,
line?
It is declared election in respect of Panchayat Samiti of the constituency is void. Yes.
Therefore, this is one constituency, not the entire constituency.
Kaliyara IPS PS4 is void.
the entire constituency will be not represented.
See, yes.
Entire constituency will be not be represented. Man, Kali considered. Yes, subject to question, there is a
Situation arises where you are there is no representation.
Mr. Rai, if you say so, then elections are to be held.
Yes.
If you say so,
Man, Kali considered there.
all right, Ashun.
What is the status? Man, Kali considered today.
Yes.
If it appears, well, is to any person.
Mr. Rai, this the issue has to be decided whether you are eligible or not.
On
Because
the,
one aspect is you may be right in saying that the contract one way, if even if your argument is accepted that yes, the contract expired long prior to the issuance of the date of nomination, but still you are receiving amounts
that is
arising out of that contract. So there is a financial relationship between you
that is
and
the circular of the State Election Commission. That is why I am producing a lordship.
yes. What is the circular?
H. That I have handed over to your lordship. State Election Commission. স্যার আমি দিয়ে দিচ্ছি করি আমার কাছে একটাই আছে
আমাকে দাও
এই যে।
দেখে নিচ্ছি।
Here, let the matter now.
Yes.
In case of any contractor having subsisting contract with the particular German or such and such, For execution of any work, he shall not be eligible to provide or any date of filing of nomination for such contract do not subsist. For when there exists such a legal termination of the contract, completion of work shall be eligible. So therefore, my lord, that is what came up for consideration of the Honorable Apex Court, 1981 Supreme Court. Kindly consider, my lord. I'm relying on 1981 3 Supreme Court cases base 260. Kindly consider paragraph 17.
Completion of
No, where is that finding that there was no valid contract on the date of nomination? Where is that declaration?
Paragraph 17 is clear on this aspect.
No, I will consider the case of Indira Gandhi, when the Supreme Court said no, you cannot participate. So, contract couldn't.
Yes, Mr. Bhattacharyji, what do you have to say on this judgment?
Yes, sir. Paragraph 17. আমার কাছে আমার কপি স্যার এটা Kanappa was considered and held to be.
Yeah, the question was the termination was to the that context of any event, paragraph 17,
Which, yes, paragraph 17, yes.
contract had not been terminated by the parties themselves. It appears that the appellant must be held to clear breach of the agreement long before the date that files his nomination paper. The execution of the work in terms of the contract was undoubtedly one of the fundamental terms of the contract, and the appellant has failed or refused to do so. Even if we held that the appellant has committed the breach of contract, the contract cannot be said to be subsisting thereafter. If the contract is discharged by breach or on the part of the appellant, the entire contract necessarily goes and along with the settlement, if there be any with regard to the maintenance, must necessarily go. Leaving the party agreed to take steps to recover damages. But here, Lord, he is taking money, and the Supreme Court says once it is done, you have to snap all relationship. You can recover by a damage or value suit. Therefore, relationship, the fiscal relationship is a more fundamental thing. They also need to learn. Even if it be held that the appellant has committed a breach of the contract, this is not the case. The contract cannot be said to be subsisting thereafter. If the contract is discharged, this is not the case, discharged by breach or the part of the appellant, the entire contract necessarily goes. And along with this agreement, if there be any with regard to the maintenance, must necessarily go. Leading the party agreed to take steps to recover damages for such breach. The contract, however, cannot be said to be subsisting. In the view that we have taken, it does not indeed become necessary for us to consider the question whether the maintenance clause in the instant case formed a part of the contract or not. We must therefore hold that in the instant case, on the basis of the fact that of that case. In the instant case, there was no subsisting contract between the appellant and the state government at the date of his filing the nomination action. The fact that the bills of the appellant were settled at a later date and that the security was reported later on will not disqualify the appellant
The last
the
line.
explanation to section 9A of the Act. We are therefore of the opinion that the finding of the High Court that the appellant was disqualified in view of the questions committee Section 9A. This is Section 9A. Now let us come to the Section 9 of the Act. Chat was considered there.
Representative privilege parameter with the
And those, but here we are governed by the
Panchayat Act.
Yes,
Let me see
parameter,
what is 9.
Yes.
Panchayat Act 9A, your lordship.
yeah.
A member of a Gram Panchayat on being elected, a member of a
Panchayat
Panchayat
Act আছে?
Samiti.
নেই। Yes, Mr. Raj, do you have a copy of the Panchayat Act?
Yes. এটা একটু মোটা।
ये 9A
9A
হ্যাঁ।
place करो।
So kind of it's a late for here. There is no election की है.
So the representative
9A.
9A is Panchayat Act was not considered there. That was
Doesn't matter. If kindly see your lordship 9.
9 capital A.
Yes, 9 capital A, a member, then small a. Since this is Panchayat Act, I am
Yes,
saying yes, 9A, small a.
my lord is asking for the representatives of people act.
No, A होते Gram Panchayat, Gram, अरे West Bengal Panchayat Elections Act. What it reads on the right hand side, bar to simultaneous membership of a Gram Panchayat on being elected a member of a Panchayat Samiti or a Zilla Parishad or Siliguri Mahakama Parishad shall cease to be the member of a Gram Panchayat with effect from the date on which he is declared elected to such Panchayat Samiti or Zilla Parishad or Siliguri Mahakama Zilla Parishad and
It's
continue.
the Panchayat Act or the Panchayat Election Act?
Politics election act.
Ah. You have given the Panchayat Act.
Okay.
Election, do you have the copy of the election?
Politics election act.
Panchayat Election Act.
আমাকে দিন
They take deep breath. And if you feel for time, it's
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. Kindly see is 9, a member, small a.
Yes.
What is stipulated here? Of a Gram Panchayat on being elected a member of a Panchayat Samiti or a Zilla Parishad or Siliguri Mahakama Parishad shall cease to be the member of a Gram Panchayat with effect from the date on which he is declared elected to such Panchayat Samiti or
Oh,
Zilla
that is simultaneous membership, the bar to
Bar
simultaneous
is, my lord.
election. It is the candidature. Where is the bar with regard to?
Yes. That your lord will find
Candidate.
7C, Gram Panchayat,
7C.
7C II.
7CII. Directly or indirectly by himself or by the partner, any share or interest in any contract by your contract in the case provided that no person shall be deemed to be disqualified for being elected a member of the Panchayat Samiti by reason only of his having a share company. Yes.
Now, Mal Kali considers
Any
section
share or
9A.
interest in any contract.
9A of the Representation People Act, based on which the Honorable Apex Court has
Where is that?
that amendment. 9A.
Has it been quoted in the decision? It must have been quoted in the decision.
9A, my lord, I do not find, my lord.
It has not been quoted.
ছিল যেটা তুমি
It was mentioned, my lord, in paragraph 43, 9A of the Representative People Act. But whether the act
Section has not been quoted.
section probably, no, my lord.
No, here it is.
Yes, your lordship. No, 9A to
না এটা just mention করে
only that is what I'm saying. ঠিক আছে দেখেছি
paragraph 5 your lordship.
এক মিনিট
No, paragraph 5 I have seen, but yes, give me section 9A.
এই যে এখানে 9A. Kindly consider paragraph 7 of the judgment. After that, my lord, kindly consider 9A.
7.
Yes. The security deposit lodged by the contractor shall be refunded after expiry of 6 months. My lord, got it? Aye.
Paragraph. Seven.
Aye. 1 II.
1 II, yes.
The security deposit lodged by the contractor shall be refunded after the expiry of 6 months from the date on which the final bill will be paid. This is the date up to date which the contractor has agreed to maintain the work in good order. The time allowed for carrying out the work as entered into tender shall be strictly observed and the contractor and shall be reckoned from the date of handing over into the side of the contractor after the issue of the written comments without prejudice the government's right to recover any loss. So it is also a time frame contract with a rider to maintain.
Yes.
So on this score, the whole episode said, here, it is not a contract which is end on the date of performance, but it continues for the purpose of maintenance. There also the Honorable Apex Court said if there is any violation or breach, there is a way such contract can be termed to be a subsisting contract.
Contractor has agreed to maintain the work in good order.
Yes. To that extent also, if the contractor shall desire an extension of time for completion of the work on the ground of his having been unavoidable hindrance in his execution or any other ground, he shall apply in writing to the executive engineer before expiry of the period.
Interest also means by the fiscal interest. Even II of the 2003 Act mentions interest.
7II.
Yes, my lord, of the 2003 Act. Lord, as it fell from your worship and to fix a date, my lord, in the meantime, there will be no new election because he is allowed to continue the amount taken in final.
But if a strong prima facie case is made out, also there is compensation.
Reliable on the picture.
There will be the fact that also there will the constituency will not be represented.
My lord, in parliament elections or any elections, my lord, if a candidate dies, it's not that immediate. Election is going to be.
It is not a date.
24th, your lordship fixes on the reopening date. Reopening 24th or 27th. In the meantime, no elections are going to be held.
My understood contention is that democratic. It is a democratic because Article 42 has been invoked for the purpose of constitution of this project.
Video is the ex officio chairman.
And he is a Kormadokho. Then who will put this signature to run the office?
The Panchayat Shomiti is
Yes.
entire Panchayat Shomiti is there. Panchayat Shomiti has not been declared unemployed.
But who is heading the Panchayat Samiti?
Because Panchayat Samiti and this Upasamiti have statutory.
Not the head of the Panchayat.
No, but the Upasamiti has been represented by the Kormadokho and that has a statutory force under the statute. And there is the judgment, my lord. Only earlier occasion, this honorable court, where it has held, what is the concept of a time frame contract? It will die its natural death, paragraph 9.
Bound by its own terms and conditions.
Yes.
Then paragraph 12.
Paragraph.
Yeah.
What is this?
There is a judgment that what is the effect of a time bound contract? It does not require termination, does not, unless and until that is revived by the option of the parties, it will die its natural death. This is 2018 SCC Online, Calcutta 9056.
Yes.
So, therefore, only on the basis that that report does not ipso facto, and if you logically consider the act itself, how to decide election petition? It is not a preponderance of probability, but on the strict proof of the same, because my lord is cancelling the representation of the power of the voting of the people at large. So that this is my precise submission. No, it is not in preponderance of probability.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Banerjee.
So far as the contract is concerned, it seems that it has come to an end because 30 days has expired. The only argument is that fiscal relation exists.
Yes. What is your submission on that?
Interest in contract. So that is not fiscal relationship. Would be not he will get the money. It cannot be an interest in the contract, not in that sense of the term, because contract has come to an end in 2021 March, and this was in June 2023. So if, and we have to not the Panchayat Samiti has to run, my lord. For the time being, my lord, this was going on for not 2 years.
Panchayat Samiti will not run.
Let the matter be heard, my lord. In the
That
meantime, let it
that is another issue whether the Panchayat Samiti will run or not. The other issue is whether the this order can be sustained on that ground, because the only decision is that the contract is still subsisting.
Yes.
That's the only decision.
Whether it is having a fiscal interest.
That has not been stated in the judgment.
It is not argued. That is
Not argued. That is not the reason on which it was set aside. If you want that, I can remand that on that issue. But for this, it is to be set aside. Because that is not the ground for rejecting. It's only one ground that the contract was subsisting.
Contract was subsisting to the extent that there is a fiscal interest.
No. That
What is the evidence?
show me that's the finding. Show me that is the finding.
They are finding on
Yes. Finding is that since there is no document, the Pradhan's letter that nobody has cancelled, it's subsisting. That is the only reasoning.
no finding that any amount is due from this person.
Yes. Show me that there was a finding that what is the amount due.
On the contrary, it was recorded that I did not withdraw my security deposit.
Where is that?
Exhibit 15 that I have trying to see. Exhibit marks.
Yes, Exhibit 15. That's the only point on which this was.
RTI reply. My lord, exhibit 1
Yes, Exhibit 15
and exhibit 1.
and Exhibit 1. Exhibit 1 is which document?
That I have given to your lordship the reply and the right to information.
Yes. This document.
Yes, is
What is the probative value, my lord? Though I can challenge the same. What is the probative value of this document?
So it is this document? No.
No. It is a circular of the State Election Commission.
So this was relied upon.
Relied upon?
Roman 7.
Roman 7.
Page 12, it is considered.
Yes, Roman 7. This was relied upon.
Roman 7 was relied.
This is which exhibit?
Exhibit 1.
1.
Page 12 में consider करो.
Not
Yes.
completed, not terminated.
Yes, Mr. Vadaji.
If that has been considered, that clearly proves the case that
What?
that he has still subsisting financial relationship with the.
That's the reply under the Right to Information Act.
That's true. That from the department. That's also not a document under the law which is accepted, has to be accepted. And that is done even by who has answered this.
By the executive assistant of the Gram Panchayat.
Prescribed authority.
Yes, prescribed authority under the Right to Information Act.
Therefore, that was also taken into consideration. Ultimately, court finds that he has subsisting relationship. That this was by the executive assistant of.
Yes, by the executive assistant. He is the authority under the Right to Information Act. SPIO.
SPI. Therefore, without his reply is a valid document on which without the authority has considered. I mean, the honorable judge has considered that. And this document, Lord, which was supplied, went unchallenged by them.
They did not contest. It's an ex parte.
Huh?
It's an ex parte.
The RTI reply without no question of hearing parties.
No. I'm not on the RTI. This proceeding, entire proceeding was ex parte.
Party, no.
Yes.
What's a notice also?
No, yes, notice was served, it's an ex parte.
Ex parte by giving somebody.
Notice has to be served, Mr. Bhattacharya. Thereafter, they have chosen not to appear.
That will
An ex parte order is also a valid order. Executable order also.
Pardon on the person who is contesting the election doesn't not choose to contest his petition. He prima facie raises doubt about his own bona fide. What should consider this?
Yes. Yes, Mr.
These are my submission, my lord. I have already advanced.
This application.